Nebraska Public Media Sports is Nebraska's home for championship sports, and we are live from Connie Claussen Field in Omaha for the 2023 NSAA Softball Championships. Our final showdown of the day. It's in Class A as the Mustangs of Millard North take on the Monarchs of Papillion-LaVista. And welcome in once again, everybody, along with former All-Star, All-Stater, All-Everything, Peaches James. I'm Ray Putney. It's great to have you with us tonight for the Class A state championship game between Millard North and Papillion-LaVista, two teams that have been near the top all year long, one with a lot of tradition and the other trying to create their own tradition.
Absolutely. And the Mustangs, they've sort of had the Monarchs number this year. They beat them in the regular season. They got them in the second round in the Hastings tournament. And now the Monarchs are seeking their 17th title. But in order to do that, they got to get through Jada Juarez and a strong offensive lineup by the Mustangs. Yeah,
it's a terrific young offensive lineup for Millard. We'll chronicle that as we go on for Millard North. And here's the lineup, what we've seen so far today in Class C. It was Ashland Greenwood knocking off Bishop Newman, winning Ashland Greenwood's first ever softball state championship and first championship in any girls sport in more than 40 years. Grand Island Northwest just walked it off in the bottom of the seventh inning to win their second consecutive state title, and the one we have upcoming, Papillion-LaVista and Millard North, is coming your way. Neither team too far from right here, just off the campus of Nebraska, Omaha, at Connie Claussen Field, where this championship will be contested. Let's see how they got here through the brackets. And you'll see that Papillion-LaVista knocked off Lincoln East 10-7, then beat Southwest and knocked off the Southwest again 8-7 to advance to out of bracket 1 to this championship. Millard North beat Westside, knocked off Papillion-LaVista for the third time this year, so it's a rematch of a match that's already happened here at state tonight. Millard North then losing to Gretna, but turned right around after losing in 3 innings to win it 6-4 and make it to the championship. Third member of our crew is Anna Bellinghausen. She's down on the field. Anna.
Well, Larry, the Mustangs lost 6 seniors from last season, along with a lot of their offensive production. I spoke to Coach, and he said the underclassmen have stepped up in ways he couldn't even imagine from the beginning of the year. He doesn't mind that this team was overlooked earlier this season. He's ready to go and knows that the goal lies right in front of them.
Up underway, and for that, let's go to our PA announcer, Heath Kramer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Connie Claussen Field on the campus of the University of Nebraska, Omaha, and the 2023 Nebraska School Activities Association State Softball Championship Finals. The NSAA thanks our premier corporate partners, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Ortho Nebraska. It's time for our ceremonial first pitch, and throwing out tonight's first pitch, we welcome Jordy Ball. Perhaps Nebraska's most recognizable softball player, Jordy helped lead Papillion-LaVista to 3 state titles while appearing in the championship game in each of her 4 years with the Monarchs. The 2021 Gatorade National Softball Player of the Year, posted a 27-0 record in her senior season, and get this, a 0.10 earned run average. At the plate, she hit .510 while blasting 20 home runs during her senior season. She finished her high school career with a 95-3 record, a 0.63 earned run average, and 978 strikeouts while tossing 63 complete games and 1 perfect game. She was ranked as the nation's #1 recruit in the class of 2021 before committing to the Oklahoma Sooners, where she played 2 seasons, winning 2 NCAA Women's College World Series and being named All-American in both seasons, and last year the Big 12 Pitcher of the Year. This past summer, Jordy announced she was coming home to play for the Huskers. Thank you, Jordy Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with our national anthem. Here to perform the Star Spangled Banner are members of the Millard South Choir, Zayna Corey, Ryan McConaughey, Taylor Young, Ezekiel Velasquez, Neely Edwards, Grayson Martin, Anthony Marrero DeSangelis, Allison Jatelma, and the director is Jason Stevens.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight? bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of
It's Championship Monday, and our Class A championship game features the number 3 seed with a record of 29-8, the Papillion-LaVista Monarchs, and the number 2 seed with a record of 28-5, the Millard North Mustangs. It's time to meet the players and coaches for this Class A championship game. First, for Papillion-LaVista. Leading off, the DP, number 7, Alexa Taylor. Hitting second and playing second, number 6, Maisie Carpenter. Batting third and catching, number 1, Morgan Bird. In the cleanup spot, the third baseman, number 16, Chloe Hamblin. Hitting fifth and playing first base, number 8, Presley Ivner. Hitting sixth, the center fielder, number 3, Avery Wolf. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 17, Kamira Bodis. Hitting eighth, the left fielder, number 2, Peyton Holscher. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 21, Morgan Stock. And the pitcher is number 10, Amanda Gibilisco. The non-starters for the Monarchs, number 4, Kaylee Tanvis. Number 5, Bella Areola. Number 11, Corinne Estelle. Number 12, Reese Haberer. Number 13, Macy Butcher. Number 14, Bella Meyer-Koning. Number 15, Kaylee Huffman. Number 18, Taylor Schomer. Number 19, Carly Bertolmi. Number 20, Bella Joris. Number 22, Holiday Kirk. The assistant coaches for the Monarchs are Clint Holscher, Mike Butera, Amanda Butera, Brett Taylor, Hayden Ball, Melinda Pirtle, and Jada Paul. The head coach is Todd Peterson. And now the lineup for the Millard North Mustangs. Leading off, the shortstop, number 11, Mallory Claussen. Hitting second and playing right field, number 14, Caitlin Drzobski. Batting third and playing third base, number 17, Hayden Nelson. In the cleanup spot, the DP, number 20, Jay Swift. Hitting fifth and playing second base, number 5, Abby Beard. Hitting sixth and pitching, number 13, Jada Juarez. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 18, Tenley Campbell. Hitting eighth and playing center field, number 3, Kamaya Roberts. Hitting ninth and playing left field, number 15, Macy Giroux. And the catcher is number 10, Ava Walters. The non-starters for the Mustangs, number 1, Courtney Anthony. Number 4, Carly Steck. Number 6, Sarah Frazier. Number 7, Danny Ramirez. Number 8, Corey Christians. Number 9, Peyton Ryan. Number 12, Ellie Ridgely. Number 16, Sophia Hunt. Number 19, Jaden Picorni. And number 21, Georgia Barton. The assistant coaches are Larry Swift, Skylar Drobley, Allison Rutherford, and Bailey Bitts. And the head coach for the Mustangs is Travis Unzicker. The umpires for tonight's game: at third base, Jeff Sweeney. At second base, J.D. Hoekstraat. At first base, Mike Hers. And calling the balls and strikes, it's Scott Wagner. And now, let's play ball.
It is our final state championship of the day. It's in Class A. It's the Monarchs and the Mustangs. One of these teams will walk away from this beautiful venue with a state title. All the action coming your way on Nebraska Public Media.
Root for your home team and be there for all the excitement. NSAAHome.org has all of your high school sport and activity championship ticket information.
Live streaming for the NSAA Championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app. Nebraska Public Media Sports presents Nebraska Volleyball. The Huskers host Northwestern University, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Gameplay begins at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday, November 8th on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the NSAA Softball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Beautiful night here at Connie Claussen Field, just off the campus of Nebraska, Omaha, the home of the Mavericks, in this terrific new ballpark that they have for both softball and baseball. And what a great venue it is to showcase the first ever state championships broadcast on Nebraska Public Media. Here's a look at the starting lineup for the Monarchs. Alexa Taylor will lead it off. And then you have a host of hitters hitting over 400. And Carpenter, Bird, Hamblin, and Ivner. Potent offense for this Monarch squad. In the circle for the Mustangs, Jada Juarez. There's her scouting report.
Yeah, Jada, you're going to see curveball, rise ball, change up. She really likes to go to that rise ball, so we're going to see that a lot tonight.
There are her numbers: 16-5 on the year, ERA just under 3, in 118 innings pitched, 139 strikeouts. Pretty solid numbers there for Jada Juarez in what is a very young Mustangs team. Total of 3 freshmen in the starting lineup for the Mustangs. Let's take a look defensively behind Juarez. Jaros is in left. Camilla Roberts-Brown is in center. Caitlin Jarzobski is in right field. Hayden Nelson at third. Mallory Klossman will be playing shortstop. Abby Beard also up the middle along with Klossman. Tinley Campbell. And behind the plate is Ava Walters. That's a look at that Mustang defense. So ready to go in the Class A State Championship. Juarez deals the first pitch. Called ball to Alexa Taylor. Taylor, one of those freshmen in the lineup. 2-0 to start off Taylor. Taylor's hitting .344 on the year.
Taylor has just been solid for the Monarchs at setting the table, getting on base.
Swings through the changeup. Nice pitch there by Juarez. That's hit sharply into center. Roberts-Brown flies in to make the play. Good jump by Kaimia Roberts-Brown to make the play in center.
Great job there. She has a great jump on the ball, coming up for the catch. First out for the Mustangs.
So that'll bring up Maisie Carpenter. Carpenter just a sophomore. Hitting .436. Pitch is inside for ball one. Two very different traditions when it comes to Class A state softball in these two teams. Obviously the Monarchs, tradition-rich, perennial power, more state championships than any other school in Nebraska history. In softball, they've got 16 total titles. They've been in the championship game. This is their 23rd year in the state championship. 32 trips to state. That's lifted foul. Made on top of the dugout.
Monarchs are just an impressive program all around. Such a hard-working program, keeping traditions alive. They know how to get here. They know what it's like to be here at state. And they really step it up towards the end of the season.
That was one of the interesting things that Todd Peterson said yesterday was, one thing that that program understands is the grind that is the state tournament. It's not just physically taxing and that you could play 6-7 games over the course of a few days, but it's mentally taxing. So many players who haven't been there before or programs don't realize the mental side of being in a state championship.
Absolutely, Larry. It is definitely mentally taxing. So much going on when you get in the postseason, all the hype around state, especially this year as well. They're really going to have to stay mentally strong, stay focused on what they play and not around, you know, being on TV and all the hype around it, being back in Omaha and all that. All that is wonderful, but they really just got to focus on Monarch ball.
Carpenter fights that off. The 2-2 changeup, she stays alive, fouls it off. You talked about tradition rich, and I think you go no further than two people we're going to chat with here tonight. One in the broadcast booth with me, and Peaches James and Jordy Ball, who will be up here a little bit later to chat softball in the state of Nebraska. I mean, it doesn't get any better than those two coming out of the same program. It's remarkable.
You're too kind, Larry.
3-2 is the count, one out. Maisie Carpenter at the plate. Carpenter hammers that foul.
Juarez doing a great job of mixing up. We've seen high rise ball. We've seen a couple change-ups in there, some curves. So she's doing a good job of mixing it up.
Coach Peterson, 17th season. Look at those numbers. All of those all-time NSAA records. 32 appearances, 23rd in the title tilt, 16 championships, going for 17 tonight. Good pitch right there. Got the call and the strikeout. Nice pitch on a 3-2 count by Jada Juarez.
Absolutely. She hit that corner there. You can see it right in the river. That is right on that line. What a great pitch.
3-hole hitter. Here's Morgan Bird. Bird, a senior catcher for the Monarchs. Connie numbers, 465, 18 doubles, 5 home runs, 34 runs scored, 33 RBI in that 3-hole.
Millard has just been great for the Monarchs this year. Coach Peterson says she's been one of the most consistent players. Just been a great leader for the team.
She had a 4-hit game down at State against Lincoln Southwest. One of those players that Coach Peterson calls an impact player at the plate and fouls that straight back. 2 on the count. Up and away. 31. Very patient at the plate. One of the staples of this Monarch squad. See a lot of pitches, don't chase, get your pitch. That's going to be into foul territory as well. And that'll load the count at 3-2.
Such an important part of the game, really being patient at the plate, making the pitcher throw the pitch you want to hit. Sometimes even if it's a called strike, that just wasn't your pitch, you can really zone in on the pitch that you want. And that's what the Monarchs here do well.
The 3-2 to Morgan Bird. Up and away, draws the walk. So that brings up Chloe Hamblin. Hamblin hitting .485 on the year. And she has some pop.
She's actually leading the state in home runs.
With 18. We just saw in our last game the 15th homer of the year. And a school record for Reese Zobel. 18 on the season for Chloe Hamblin. She fires that, throws down, slides around the bag. A great slide on the steal by Morgan Bird. So Mo Bird takes second.
It looks like this was a hit and run. The way Hamblin swung at the pitch, looks like it was a hit and run. She swings kind of late, trying to get it there.
Oh, yeah,
Might be interference.
would have been safe either way. Two-1 to Hamblin. That's lifted down the line in right. Jarzobski is there and pulls it in for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the first here in the Class A state championship game. Papillion-LaVista and Millard North.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit. That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
My people in the Buffalo have a shared history together. They were put on this earth to help us survive.
This is the Buffalo's last chance.
They've survived, we've survived. We both persisted.
Tonight at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
We are back at Connie Claussen Field here in Omaha for the Class A state championship. We head to the bottom of the first where the Mustangs will get their first plate appearance. Let's take a look at that batting order for the Mustangs. They come in on this season at 28-5. Mallory Claussen will lead it off with a .413 batting average. Jarzobski at .427. It's a youngish Mustang squad. They've got 3 freshmen in the starting lineup, 2 sophomores, and they will face Amanda Jablisco. Amanda, rise, change, and a fastball with some movement. Good pitch, called strike.
Starts off with that changeup. She really throws that changeup well, and she's even more effective when it's really on. So it'll be interesting to see that pitch throughout the game today.
Freshman in the leadoff role here for the Mustangs. They are 28-5 on the year. Their losses came early in the season, a couple of those. One to Millard West, another to Elkhorn South. They lost to Millard West 4-0, lost to Elkhorn South in a tight one 4-3. Then lost to a very talented Blue Springs South team out of Missouri that was one of the top contenders in Missouri, and also lost to Gretna 5-1. Since having avenged that loss to Gretna, that's hit straight back into the net. Beat Gretna later in the year 4-2. And then split with them down at state, losing, I think, it was 13-3, a 10-run game in 3, and then came back and won the second one to make it here into the state championship game.
Exactly, yeah.
Glassman fouls that straight back.
You know, what a testament to Millard North. That's tough to do. You know, you're down, you come back from losing a game 13-0 and knowing, hey, you know what? I got to put that aside. This next game is what's going to get us to the championship, and that's what you focus on. That's exactly what they did. That's what got them here.
Strikeout, Jablisco, her first, and first of the game.
What a great sequence there by Jablisco. Started off with change-ups in there, ended off there with that outside rise ball. It's great placement.
So that brings up Caitlin Jarzobski. Jarzobski is a senior. Just a bit low for Jarzobski. Plays right field. Talked about the different traditions of these two programs. Mustangs have certainly been here before. They won the first ever state high school softball championship. That was way back in 1993. But they haven't won since. Talked to Travis Unzicker, the head coach of the Mustangs, who's in his 4th year. He would tell you, maybe it's a good omen. The first time they were ever held, we won it. And here we are, the first time that they are being televised. They're back in it. Swings through. Good cut by Jarzobski. There is Travis Unzicker. Was an assistant at Millard South for 9 years, had 2 daughters who played high level softball. In fact, both played at Nebraska, Maddie and Riley. Both had among the best single season batting average in the history of NSAA softball. They were both among maybe the top 20.
Yeah, they were great. They played for Nebraska Gold, Millard South.
Travis said this Millard North job opened up, and he knew he wanted to coach and be a head coach. That need to take advantage of the opportunity, and he did. And he's here in a state championship just 4 years after taking over. Career record of 91-42. Millard North has been back in this championship game a couple of times, as that's fouled straight back once again. Seen some long at-bats here early on by both teams, making the battery of the opposing team work. They've been back here a couple of times. They were here in 1998 Lost in the championship game. They were here in the title game in 2003, and they lost in the championship game. This their 19th overall appearance. Great pitch. Called strike 3. Got him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jabalisco.
Just a great outside curveball there. Just great placement there. Lots of movement. Watch how she drives off the mound. Just great placement there.
Called strike. Swing through. 0-2. Pulled the string on that one.
Wicked change up there, yeah.
Well, we heard Todd Peterson tell us yesterday, you know, Jabalisco has that rise, fastball with some tail, great curve, but the changeup is her key pitch. If she's on with the change, she is tough to beat.
Absolutely, and we see that with a lot of pitchers. The off-speed is such an important pitch. So many other pitches can be set up by that changeup, and it just really keeps hitters off balance.
Called strike 3, struck out the side, and Amanda Jabalisco's on fire early. They go in order in the bottom of the second, all 3 strikeouts. The side goes down, 2 of them looking. No score as we head to the second.
I think it's important for people to donate for Nebraska Public Media to continue to deliver the same high quality content that we have, especially on the sports side. We know how popular sports are in the state, and we know how sports hungry Nebraskans are. So to be able to donate to Nebraska Public Media allows us to continue producing the same high level quality content that you've come to expect from us and that we hope to continue to provide for years to come.
There's a place in the middle of America where we stand up and stand out, bringing light that illuminates the best ideas and brings change. Understanding the heart of learning comes from the heartland. Nebraska Public Media is yours, a space and community for everyone. We tell stories and amplify voices so that all can be heard, all from a place that we call home. This is Nebraska Public Media.
So I'm not going to be watching.
Welcome back as we head to the second inning. No score between Papillion-LaVista and Millard North Mustangs. Beautiful facility there for Papillion-LaVista. And oh, look at this. Jordy Ball Boulevard and Peaches James away. And I am pleased to be joined by the 2 legends, Jordy Ball and Peaches James. Welcome into the broadcast.
Thank you.
What was it like to be on the field throwing out first pitch?
Oh, I was nervous. I went a little early. I couldn't even hear the announcer still talking. So, yeah, I kind of messed it up, but it's okay.
First strike of the day on the ceremonial first pitch.
Oh, thanks.
So not bad. Yeah, you bet. Yeah. Peaches, did you guys play at the same school? Is that, and what school was that?
I think we did. Was it Papillion, Jordy?
It was Papillion.
All right.
It was Papillion.
Right away, ripped into deep center field. It's going to be extra bases. Presley Ivner with the double to lead off the top of the second inning. And Ivner in scoring position with 1 swing of the bat. Well, Jordy, welcome back to Nebraska. I know you probably haven't heard it enough, and I'm not sure if people understand that you probably not a lot of people have heard. You've transferred back to Nebraska. This is news. I don't think anybody knows this.
Oh, geez. Yeah, no, it's been great so far. I think it's crazy because we just finished our 20 hours of fall, and it still feels like summer because every weekend I'm doing things that you would do all summer. So seeing my family, seeing my friends, it's been great.
Popped up straight back, Avery Wolf, 1 out.
Jordy, how's it feel to be back at the state tournament?
This is incredible. I actually went out to Hastings earlier this week, and the atmosphere, just the energy, it never changes, whether you're playing or watching. It's just so cool, but this is like nothing I've ever seen before. The state of Nebraska is showing out for these girls, and it's incredible.
Crowds have been like this, all day long. I mean, Class C, Class B, it's just been, the berms have been full. Phil, we have standing room only in the back. And what a great crowd here. Even on the far berm outside the stadium, folks sitting up.
I think, it just shows it's like if you give the opportunity and the space for it, these girls, they deserve it, and they are putting on a show, and people like to watch it.
Well said. That's hit sharply right by Claussen. Rounding and coming home is Ivner, the first run of the board. And the Monarchs take the early lead on the single by Kamira Bodis.
Just a great piece of hitting there. Inside pitch. She's just under the shortstop there. But that's a great piece of hitting right there. Such timely hits. That's what's going to be important, the timely hits. When you have those runners on base, getting those hits, scoring those runs.
I think both of these teams have been incredible to watch this state tournament because they've come up clutch and they've come up timely.
Absolutely, Jordy. Both of them have.
You get here to state, I mean, that's what really separates the great teams from those who have good hitting but maybe can't perform in the key moments, is the ability to get that key hit.
Right.
So, Jordy, what did you think when you heard that, when your return was announced and your transfer was announced and you chose to come back to Nebraska, that within, was it 2 days, that the season tickets at Nebraska were sold out? Mentally, what did you think about that?
I wasn't expecting it, but like now that I'm here and I'm thinking about it, there's just so much excitement around this team because it is going to be such a strong team from top to bottom. Defense, hitting, pitching, it's all going to be really strong, and I think people can see that and are excited about it.
I asked Jordy Larry if I couldn't quite get a season ticket, could she, maybe sneak me in the game somehow?
See, Peaches, you know the Paslick's tricks.
I told Peaches she should have her own designated seat. I think she's earned that.
It'll be right behind yours, Jordy.
Here are some highlights from what was an exhibition game, correct, against Omaha?
Yeah. Little inter-squad exhibition.
So fun. I was telling Larry, it's so fun, and I love it when our pitchers are so athletic, and you are definitely that, Jordy. Just athletic out there on the mound, can do it on the offensive side. It's just so fun to just watch you all around the field.
Thanks. Thank you. That's one thing Coach Fravel told me about you, is that you were always just super fun in the same exact way to watch and coach.
Yeah, I love being on all sides of the field, not just on the mound. I just love the game and wanted to be in it whenever I could.
So the runner at first was called out. That was Kamira Bodis. She's no longer on base, so 2 down now here in the top of the second. A run already in. We can only assume that maybe she left early. And that's what the call is. She left early. Outside corner, got her swinging. Juarez puts him down, but not before the Monarchs put up a run in the top of the second inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Papillion-LaVista on top of the Class A title game. It's 1-0.
Wow, did we get a show here?
Wow, that was terrific. With the kill!
Dynamic swings, both teams, some big digs. Pursuit of balls.
And a state championship for the Trojans.
Nebraska Public Media Sports presents NSAA State Volleyball Championships, Saturday, November 4th, starting at 9 a.m. Central and continuing throughout the day. Live streaming is available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the Nebraska Public Media app.
I'm Kay McKenzie from Beatrice, and I watch, listen, and support Nebraska Public Media. I'm a history buff, so I never miss Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates Jr. and Antiques Roadshow. They're a great way to learn about history and cultures from around the world. You never know what you might learn at a program. So join me and become a member at nebraskapublicmedia.org, and thank you.
Back here in Omaha, just off the Nebraska-Omaha campus, the home of the Mavericks for this Class A state championship game. We head to the bottom of the second. 2 hits and a run scored by the Monarchs in the top of the inning to take the lead. Popped up, great grab. Good heady play by Mo Bird behind the plate. Mo Bird replaced your catcher, Jordy.
Yes, it's very cool to watch this team because these seniors were freshmen when I was a senior, so it's definitely fun to see how they've developed and just continue to rise as players and competitors.
You can't root until you're out of the booth. Just, you know that.
No, both ways.
We had to threaten Peaches too. So Peaches.
I'm neutral.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's hit sharply into left, over the head and off the wall. What a shot! And Abby Beard with a 1-out double.
Abby Beard just crushes that ball there. First pitch, she was being aggressive. A little elevated in the zone. She goes with the pitch on that outside corner, takes it to the left field gap.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to watch how the balls fly from up here. It's a little different angle.
Yeah, it definitely is. And also watching the ball, how it skips out there on the turf is pretty interesting to watch from here.
Pitch inside, fouled off to Jada Juarez. Juarez hitting .368 on the year in her sophomore season.
Another example here of the pitcher that's doing it on the other side of the plate as well. She's had a great year offensively.
Squares to butt. Right back at Jablisco, who gets her at first. Runner advances. 2 down now, runner at third.
Yeah, that's a big at bat. Just moving that runner over to third, it's like now the pressure is on the pitcher. Like, you can't throw a pass ball here, run scores. So it just adds the pressure to the pitcher and just to the defense, even with having 2 outs. You got to get the out here.
Tinley Campbell, another freshman now at the plate. First baseman for Millard North. Tinley hitting .419 on the season. And an opportunity to even the game up with a runner at third in the person of Abby Beard. That's hit sharply into left and down for the single, and Beard scores, and we're all even at 1. Nice piece of hitting by Campbell.
Absolutely.
With the pitch.
Absolutely. Millard North has been doing that so well, not getting too far out in front, not trying to pull the ball, just going with it, letting it get deep on those outside pitches, going with it. It's a great job there by Campbell.
Kymia Roberts-Brown now to hit for the Mustangs. Swings through the first pitch.
It's a big cut there. She was ready to go and being aggressive.
Lifted high and deep into right center. Back goes Avery Wolf and pulls it in for the 3rd out, but not before the Mustangs have an opportunity to even it up. Knotted at 1 as we head to the 3rd in the Class A title tilt.
Finding your story starts at a place where possibilities align with potential. Chadron State College, where adventures lead to accomplishments, where opportunities connect to engagement. With a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs, plus thousands of friends, CSC has everything you need to find your story. To get started and schedule your visit, csc.edu.
I have memories of my real family. I'm going to look for them. I think I might be from here. What do you remember? The government was taking Indian kids. You can't just pretend that nothing happened. It was wrong! Can you tell me the truth?
Saturday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Well, it is a Monarch tradition that these two to my right certainly know about. The annual TPing of the House of TP. Todd Peterson, the head coach. You guys were never involved in this, though, actually, were you?
Oh, you know.
So tell me about this tradition. What do you do here?
So it actually happens a couple times a year. The first time it happens is after the annual maroon and white scrimmage that kind of starts off the season, and then again right before state. You make state, you go TP Coach P's house.
Well, that's every year then.
Yes, it has been so far.
I was so excited to hear that the tradition lives on.
Some of them are just too fun to put down.
Nice job by Mallory Claussen, drifting out into left field to make the play. 1 out. So this year, I understand that Coach P he's getting smarter, right? He used to just clean it up, I would assume. But this year, he had the girls clean it up.
He did. He brought donuts to practice and said, "All right, now we're going to go to my house and clean this." So we got out the power wash and put them to work.
That's great.
Sure, the girls don't want that tradition to live, having to clean it up.
Yeah. Then there was the year where he put in the ring camera. And so he saw when they were out there TPing, and he turned the sprinklers on.
Yep.
That would have been fun to see.
Yeah.
I also heard there was something with flour going on, too, in the last few years.
I would not be surprised. They think of something new every year.
Yeah.
This year, I think it was dog food. They threw dog food all over the front lawn.
Coach P said there were all kinds of critters in his front yard eating the dog food. That's hit sharply right at Nelson. Nice one-handed scoop. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, with this not being the first time that these teams have faced in this tournament and both of these pitchers throwing, it's going to be important that, well, as the pitcher, you are thinking about those prior at-bats and learning how you're going to keep these hitters off balance. And then as hitters as well, learning what adjustments to make. It's going to be interesting to watch throughout the game.
Swung through by Carpenter.
There's that rise ball there by Juarez. That's her go-to pitch.
Maisie Carpenter struck out last time at the plate. That is away. How much do you adjust scouting reports, that you get during the season, especially when you're seeing a team, over a few games in a weekend and then maybe later in the season in a conference tournament?
Right. I mean, in one game you make adjustments, but let alone 3 games, especially if you're throwing in a couple of them, it's definitely something you watch film on throughout the weekend. Like after one game, go back and watch film and see what you would do different if you face the same hitters again.
Down low. 31 now.
And sometimes, to your point, Jordy, when you're watching that film, it's not even all the time about the pitch. It's maybe the location. Was that changeup too high? Did I not quite get that break on the curveball? So sometimes it's the right pitch. It's just the location maybe wasn't there.
Absolutely.
Full count, 2 down. Down low, and a walk is issued. So Carpenter on first with 2 outs. That'll bring up Mo Bird. You have a favorite memory, a favorite moment from high school?
Honestly, like winning and just the seasons were fun in general, but it's the moments off the field, like TPing Coach P's house. Wow, what a slide and what a throw and tag, everything about that softball.
So Maisie gets the stolen base. Here's another look. A good slide here.
Oh, just missed her.
Hold on to the bag. Yeah, that's another thing. Playing on the turf, it changes a lot of stuff.
It does.
So now Morganberg has an opportunity to score a run here and regain the lead for the Monarchs. With 2 down and Carpenter at second. Good pitch. Grab the outside corner.
Off speed. Keeps those hitters guessing.
Bird slaps that hard into center, but right at Roberts Brown, who reels it in for the 3rd out. Hey, Jordy, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. Great to see you and
Thanks
welcome
for having
back.
me. Thank you.
Great to have you back in the Husker State.
Yeah, good to see you.
It is 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd here in Omaha. Class A state championship game. The Monarchs
good to see you.
And the Mustangs.
All right, it's time to talk about us. Not him, not her, not them. Us. Thanks to us, things have been great. In fact, you can find us just about everywhere. Your food, that's us. Your food's food, that's us too. Your fuel, that's us. And should anyone out there happen to doubt us, by all means, just watch us.
Live streaming for the NSAA championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app. Nebraska Public Media Sports presents Nebraska Volleyball. The Huskers host Northwestern University, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Gameplay begins at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday, November 8th on Nebraska Public Media.
Travis Unziker in his 4th year. Tried to build a new culture and program at Millard North. 20th appearance in the state tournament, 3rd in the final. They won it the very first year it was ever played in '93, and they were runners-up in '98 and 2003. That's hit sharply right at the second baseman, Macy Carpenter, and through. That's going to be a single, ruled a single for Roberts Brown. Check that, that's Macy Giroux with the single, Macy Giroux.
Again, going with that pitch, not trying to pull it to the left, just staying with it. Hit hard to the second baseman.
Back to the top of the order now, Mallory Claussen at the plate. Good pitch, called strike. Very unusual to have a leadoff hitter as a freshman. But there's so many things she can do. She can hit for power. You see she can bunt. Very fast, as what Coach said.
Absolutely, and she actually started off in the 9 hole, and then she moved up into that leadoff spot. She has a lot of speed as well.
Coach Unziker said, this moment will not be too big for this freshman. Said she could have played for us as an 8th grader. She's that good.
Yes.
Pitches away, called strike 3. Sat in the river and rung her up. Second strikeout for Claussen.
It's a bit big out there. Jibalisco. Yeah, right there on that outside corner. She's been hitting that corner very well.
Caitlin Jarzobski back at the plate. Giroux's still down there at first.
Jarzobski has really improved. She has been one of the most improved players. She actually didn't start her first 3 years, and she really worked hard to become stronger, more mature, and confident, and has made her way into this lineup.
Yeah, what did Coach Unzicker say? He said, in all my years of coaching, and he's been coaching for, almost 20, that Caitlin Jarzobski is the most improved kid he has ever coached, year over year. Credit to her off-season work, her maturity, how hard she's worked, and she slaps that to the right. And what a grab out of right field by Morgan Stock. A little late reaction, but she recovered in time to make the play.
Wow, the Monarchs outfielders have just been amazing this year. What a catch out there by Stock. And all three of them out there have been doing that all year. I've actually had to witnessed a few of those out in Hastings. Just the catches that they have been making have really been important for this defense.
Couldn't tell if she misread it or maybe the spin on it had it dropping much quicker, but a quick reaction by Stock in right field to make the play. So now at the plate, here's Hayden Nelson. Nelson was the final strikeout back in that first inning when Jibalisco struck out the side to open the game.
Nelson's been hitting really well in this postseason here. She hit 3 home runs out in Hastings.
That's up and away. Nelson has been in the starting lineup since she was a freshman. This is her junior year. Was at first base, now she's a third baseman, a lot of power. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Two down, Giroux's at first.
Going for the back-to-back change-ups there.
That is hit well, high into the air, but Morgan Stock has room and she will pull it in. Just underneath it by that much. No damage in the third. We head to the top of the 4th here in Omaha.
Live sports and documentaries are part of the valued services from Nebraska Public Media. Fans of high school and college sports have a great way to ensure these programs will continue. Join the Nebraska Public Media Sports Partners Club. This is your home for Husker Volleyball, Big Red Wrap-Up, and high school championships. Log on to nebraskapublicmedia.org/sportspartners and explore the benefits of joining. With your support, sports action will stay right here all year long. And thank you.
Do not erase us. There's enough people out there erasing us.
The hoops, when I have them in my hands, it's like exploding into the galaxy.
The urban indigenous community was ready to say, we're not going to be invisible anymore. This is music for us. This is our night. We're going to be seen. We're going to be heard.
Friday night at 8 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
All tied up from Connie Claussen Field. Coach, what have you liked so far in the circle and the defense?
Yeah, I mean, both ways. We're competing well at the plate. Jimmy's thrown a great game so far, hitting their spots. So, both 2 great teams. So I think we're, hanging in there. So.
Yeah, you guys know each other super well, too. What adjustments you'd make in the box to string together some hits?
Yeah, I know. You just kind of got to guess a little bit, but you just kind of go off experience from what they've thrown in the past and try to learn from it and see what happens. So, okay.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate Todd Peterson joining us. We head to the top of the fourth inning. 1-1 is the score. Both teams putting up a single run in the second inning. Jada Juarez back out there for the top of the fourth. Here is Chloe Hamblin. Impressive .481 batting average.
Chloe is one of those vocal leaders on the team. She's really been just a great asset to this team. She's very vocal out on the field. She has a lot of influence on her teammates, and she's just been stellar this year.
A lot of power and those long arms and that lanky body. Leads the state again with 18 home runs. Hits that hard to the left side. Claussen across the diamond and in time for the first out.
Play there by Claussen. Good arm. Keeping the ball in front of her. Going a little bit into the hole. Hamlin just one step away.
So that brings up Presley Ivner. Ivner is senior. She's converted to a first baseman. Claussen getting a little workout over there at short. She's answering the bell.
Ivner needed to wait on this pitch just a little bit. Looks like she got around on it. Didn't get as much power. Outside pitch, and she pulled it to the left side.
So with 2 down in the top of the fourth, that'll bring up Avery Wolf. Aggressive swing from Wolf. One of the captains of this Monarch squad.
And she hit for power. She had a pair of home runs earlier in the state tournament.
That's hit sharply back through the middle. The single for Avery Wolf.
Good eye on that ball there, tracking it in, staying in her legs. See there, she's tracking it in, hitting it right back up the middle.
It's the third time in 4 innings that the Monarchs have had a runner get on board with 2 outs. They had a walk in the first with 2 outs. In the third inning, they had a walk with 2 outs, and here in the fourth, the single with 2 outs. Tough to try to get things going and string it together when you're constantly getting on with 2 outs.
Exactly. They could just string it together earlier in the outs.
Kamira Bodis. 2 balls, no strikes to Bodis.
Bodis is a third-year starter for the Monarchs, and she actually had the game-winning hit against Lincoln Southwest in the semis.
Runner goes, throw down, not in time, and another stolen base. That is the 3rd stolen base of the game for the Monarchs. They are not afraid to run.
They are not, being very aggressive on the bases. We saw the hit and run earlier in the innings, and now 2 additional stolen bases, so they're really being aggressive out there.
Ball 4, bases loaded, or I'm sorry, runners at first and second. Get ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Just going back and counting, it was each of the stolen bases came with 2 outs. After they got the runner on with 2 outs, they stole a base. So after the walks, they stole both of those, and then just now. So 3 different occasions in these first 4 innings, they've had a runner in scoring position with 2 down.
Yeah, so they're really testing Ava Walters. They're really testing her arm back there.
So Modis draws the walk. That'll bring up Peyton Holscher, the senior. Struck out back in the second, hitting .309 on the season. That's lifted down the line in left, but drifting over is Jaros to make the play. So another 2-out base runner is left stranded for the Monarchs, and it's still 1-1.
Life is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without having to put your life on hold.
Live streaming for the NSAA championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app.
Artists and musicians and people in the theater and documentary filmmakers.
This is so rich.
Hey guys, dive in.
How do we deliver that experience?
Now is the best time.
Still tied up at Connie Claussen Field. Coach, what have you liked from Jada in the circle and her composure?
Well, she's competing. I mean, she's doing what she needs to do. She's getting us some outs when we need to, but she's got to get a few more strikes and get ahead and counts a little bit better. So.
I saw you speaking to the team just moments ago. What were you saying?
Well, I just said our at-bats look a little better, but we just got to be a little more disciplined in what she's throwing. I mean, so we just got to be able to be on time a little better and score a couple more balls.
Coach, thanks. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Pretty simple equation for Coach Unzicker. Swing at the right pitches. Don't chase. Square them up.
Yep, sometimes when you think about the game, we overthink it sometimes. And if you just go back to the basics, sometimes it's just, you know what? Hit good pitches. Be patient in the box.
Here's Jay Swift, sophomore. She popped out to the catcher in the second inning. Leads off here in the bottom of the fourth. Oh, that is crushed down the left field line. If it's fair, it's foul, it's gone. It is gone. Home run. Jay Swift and the Mustangs take the lead.
Wow, the power of Jalen Swift. Wow.
Little Mustang trot there. That was hammered.
Pitch a little over the plate, a little high. Swift just takes advantage of that, crushes it over the left field fence. You can see she keeps her hands on the inside, gets inside that ball, hits it right in the meat of it.
So a leadoff home run for Jay Swift has given the Mustangs the lead at 2-1. That brings up Abby Beard, who doubled last time at the plate. She doubled into left center field.
And they are pumped up. Riding that pony.
Yep. One ball, two strikes now to Abby Beard. Got her. Oh, they're going to say she checked it. Wow.
That's a tough one there.
All right, check swing. 2-2 the count. Jabalisco doesn't believe it. little shake of the head. Got her anyway.
Way to come back. She is so focused right now. She has the eye of the tiger. She said, you know what? They didn't give me that one, but I'm going to come back and get you on this next one.
5th strikeout of the game for Jibelisco. Now her counterpart at the plate, Jada Juarez, the sophomore, and swings through that offering.
Jibelisco really showing some intensity right now. Coach Peterson talks about the pitchers being very consistent and dependable all year.
Fouled it straight back. Mustangs into it. Juarez with the 1-2 count, 1 out, nobody on. That's hit well, but drifting back to make the grab is Botus. Good hustle by Camilo Botus, 2 down.
Monarch defense has just been stellar. We're seeing them making all kind of great plays out there. Botus takes a great angle on that. Almost out in left field. Makes the catch.
So here is Tinley Campbell. Campbell is a freshman.
Campbell didn't play much in the beginning of the year, but the coaches, they saw that potential. They knew she was good. They could see the swing of her bat. She just needed a few more opportunities, and she's really been getting those opportunities and doing very well with those.
Pitch well high, 2 balls, no strikes to number 18, Tinley Campbell. .30, 3-0. Tinley raised her average to .432 after that single that she shot through the left side. Went with the pitch on the away pitch in the 2nd inning. Great pitch, called strike. Taken all the way.
90% of the time, 3-0, those hitters are taking it unless it's just too good to pass up.
That is hit sharply into the netting. 3-2 count, 2 down. Dribbled right back to Jibelisco, who flips to Ivner for out number 3. But a big swing from Jay Swift to lead off the inning. It was a shot. And Swift gives the Stangs the lead.
Constellation is a natural gas commodity supplier in the Choice Gas program, helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $400,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Hi, I'm Sarah Moulton, host of Sarah's Weeknight Meals. The title says it all. I'm here to give you answers about figuring out what's for dinner every night of the week. All the ingredients are right here in my pantry. If you want ideas for fantastic, tasty meals, join me on Create for a 10-episode back-to-back marathon of Sarah's Weeknight Meals. Now that is delicious binging. Next weekend on Create.
Join us on November 4th for Nebraska High School Volleyball Championships and witness all the thrilling moments. Nebraska's finest high school teams will compete for the coveted state championship. Live streaming available at the Nebraska Public Media website, on the Nebraska Public Media app, and supported through Apple TV and Chromecast. Well, those athletes you saw right there has already moved on to the next level, playing very well for the Creighton Blue Jays here in Omaha. Destiny Nadam Simpson played for a state title last year at Westside. It's amazing in that sport in particular how many athletes we have in the state of Nebraska move on to the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just love watching volleyball, watching high school, college. Just such great women athletes.
And I'm told by my producer Brock Lohr, which I did not know, that Nora Siss is back in the lineup for the Blue Jays. That's certainly good news for Creighton and Kirsten Bernthal Booth. Playing back row only right now. Glenn Sisk, the SID at Creighton, says back row only right now. But she's back. That's the important thing, right? Making progress.
So we see here Juarez getting behind in the count, something that Coach Unziker talked about, needing Juarez to start to get ahead of the count.
Called strike. .31 swings through, now 3-2 the count. Morgan Stock going to play at College of St. Mary's next year. Pitches away and she draws the walk.
That's a tough pitch right there. You could see the movement on that rise ball. Just missed off the plate.
Always good to get your 9-hole hitter on to start an inning, and now you turn the lineup. You're back to the top of the order. Alexa Taylor with a runner on. She squares to bunt, puts it down. Gobbled up by Nelson, who makes the play at first, but a nice bunt to advance the runner, Morgan Stock, to second. So the sack bunt goes down in the books for Alexa Taylor. Looks like Hayden Nelson knew it was coming as she's charging in and ready right away. Calls off the pitcher, good communication.
Absolutely. At any point you want to try and call off your pitcher. You do have some great athletes as pitchers out there, but sometimes, you know, third baseman just has a little better angle than the pitcher does.
You had to throw in, you have great athletes at pitcher.
Of course I did. I'm always rooting for my athletic pitchers.
Both of them?
Sure thing.
Here's Maisie Carpenter. Maisie walked back in the third, struck out in the first. Opportunity here once again for the Monarchs to drive in a run. Now, this time they have the runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs. 3 previous times it's all been with 2 down. But you're just waiting for them to get that timely hit, right?
Absolutely, and this is that opportunity right now. Runner at second, 1 out.
That is hit just over the head of Mallory Claussen. Holding up at third. I think that hung just long enough that Morgan Stock didn't know whether to go or to hold. Watch, you see her just hesitate momentarily because you don't know if that's going to be caught, and then by the time it lands, not enough time to score on the play. But still, big hit there by Maisie Carpenter. So now runners at the corners, first and third, one out.
That's great heads-up base running there. You kind of have to pause for just a second. You don't want to get in that double play kind of situation there. So great base running.
Here's Morgan Bird. Corners drawn in for Bird. She squares and pulls back. Throw comes down. Cut play was on the whole time. That was never going to go through as Claussen cut down short behind the pitcher, trying to fool the runner into going on the throw.
It's always gutsy on that first and third when the catcher throws down to second. You know, I've seen so many times where it's like, uh-oh, ball out in center field, run scores.
Squared again by Bird. And then slaps at it, and that's going to drop. The run will score. And running to second on the throw home is Morgan Bird. Heads up running for Bird.
Absolutely, and Monarchs really just finding those holes. They're really not hitting it towards the fence. They're finding those holes. Right there, you'll see she squares off. Almost slap hit there, just right over second base.
Pulls it back and swings away. So Bird now at second after the single. A walk and two singles in this inning. That is hit well and deep. Back into right. And Jarzobski is there, but tagging from third and coming home is Carpenter, and the Monarchs have the lead. So the sac fly for Hamblin.
It's a great piece of hitting there. And again, that outside pitch going with it. Runner tagging up. Great job, Monarchs.
Pulled back, slapped it through, another run in. Twice in this inning. Show bunt, pull it back, and slap it through. And they have squared it up both times they've done that. Good one there by Presley Ivner.
They're really taking advantage of that right now. And a lot of times when you see hitters doing that, it's so they can track that pitch better, so they can see it. It gives them that opportunity really to just track the ball, and that's what they're doing right now. They're really seeing that ball well. They're shortening up their swing a little bit. Again, you see they're just right over second base. They're just shortening their swing, finding those holes, getting those small hits, and sometimes that's all you need. You don't always need a big home run or anything. They've strung together those short hits right now to put them in the lead 4-2.
Travis Unziger out in the circle to talk to his young team. 3-run inning here in the fifth. As many runs in this inning for the Monarchs as combined between the two teams in the first 4 innings. And it's come off of a leadoff walk, a sacrifice, and 3 singles. And still down there at first is Presley Ivner, who had that last line drive. Avery Wolf is now at the plate with 2 down. Juarez goes to the wristband. Sometimes that serves as just a little timing mechanism for batters that show pull back and hunt and swing, and it can be really effective.
Absolutely, and we've seen that here.
Tried it again.
Helps track that spin a little bit, especially with Juarez's rise ball. A lot of times when you're squared up and you're really tracking it, it helps you lay off those ones that are at your shoulders.
Hit well and deep and gone. Home run Avery Wolf.
Wow. Avery Wolf's 4th home run of the year. A pair of those coming in the state tournament and now a 3rd of the tournament.
2-run shot for Wolf. Her 4th of the year. Scores Eibner in front of her, and the Monarchs have exploded here in the top of the 5th. 5 runs in for Papillion-LaVista.
They are really seeing the ball well. Good idea there by Warris, switching it up with that changeup. They're really seeing that rise ball well. So sometimes you got to switch it up. You know, that's her go-to pitch, but you got to switch it up, keep the off-speed going, curveball going.
Kamira Bodis now at the plate. Took a rip at that one. 2-2 the count.
Another tactic that's used a lot against rise ball pitchers is to stay back in the box. And you'll see Bodis here all the way back at the box. Her foot's almost to the back. And that makes it tough for the pitcher.
A pretty good pitch right there. Pretty good pitch. Juarez hit the spot she wanted. Full count, 3-2 to Kamira Bodis. Got her swinging. But what an inning it was for the Papillion-LaVista Monarchs. They send 8 to the plate. And Avery Wolf unloads the bases with a big home run. 5 in the inning. They lead at 6-2.
Root for your home team and be there for all the excitement. NSAAHome.org has all of your high school sport and activity championship ticket information.
I have memories of my real family. I'm going to look for them. I think I might be from here. What do you remember?
The government was taking Indian kids. You can't just pretend that nothing happened. It was wrong! Can you tell me the truth?
Saturday night at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Back in Omaha, 6-2 is the score as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Let's go to Anna Bellinghausen.
Well, Larry, big moments like these require training, not only physical, but also mental. Papillion-LaVista works with Dr. Larry Woodman. They've been together for the past 4 years and working on just the mental side of the game. His biggest points are the 4 C's: commitment, confidence, composure, and concentration. I talked to Papio beforehand, and they told me every single session with Dr. Woodman has paid off in just visualizing these big moments and being able to deliver.
It is such a mental game, isn't it?
Definitely, you know, and I didn't learn that for a long time, you know, focus a lot on the physical aspect of it. And it wasn't until later, really, in my career that I really tuned into the mental aspect. I think we forget about sometimes how important that is. So I love that Coach Peterson is taking them through those exercises with the psychologists and working on that mental game. a lot of times that's what's going to get you through the games. You know, you're not always going to feel good out there. You're not going to have your best stuff going that game. But a lot of times you can stay mentally tough. You can win a lot of ball games.
Well, you know what Yogi Berra said, right? Baseball, softball is 90% mental. The other half is physical. Great grab in foul territory.
And it's so true. And I've heard that quote before when I was younger, and I just never believed it for some reason. I thought, no.
Well, you didn't believe it because it's hard to come up with 140%, right? but yes, 90%. It's just so true. It's such a mental game. Roberts Brown pops out for the first out. That'll bring up Macy Giroux. Down low. If you are the Mustangs right now, and you have a team put up 5 in a top of an inning, you want nothing more than to answer right now. What needs to be your mentality when you try to answer?
One of the main things the Mustangs will want to do is still being patient at the plate and taking good pitches. Sometimes when you're so eager to want to score the runs again, to take the lead back, you start over swinging, you're not taking as many pitches, you're kind of swinging at things that you wouldn't normally swing at. So they really just need to continue to be patient, get their pitch, make Jibalisco work a little bit to get those strikes.
That's hit sharply. Into center. What a grab! Must have pulled that off the turf. Avery Wolf. Have a night, Avery, huh?
Wow.
How many times do you see it? Great play offensively, great play defensively. Pulled it off. Wow, what a play. 6-2 Monarchs.
There's a place in the middle of America where we stand up and stand out, bringing light that illuminates the best ideas and brings change. Understanding the heart of learning comes from the heartland. Nebraska Public Media is yours, a space and community for everyone. We tell stories and amplify voices so that all can be heard, all from a place that we call home. This is Nebraska Public Media.
My people in the buffalo have a shared history together.
The buffalo was sacred, and they could not imagine existence without the buffalo.
They were put on this earth to help us survive.
To think that our greed and our industrialization would blink this thing out.
This is the buffalo's last chance.
They've survived, we've survived. We both persisted.
Tuesday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Monarchs fired up. Big play in center field. Avery Wolf with the grab, following up her 2-run homer to cap a 5-run top of the 5th. And now we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's top of the 6th, I'm sorry. Millard North was still 6 outs, some time to go.
Be interesting to see here if the Monarchs will take that same approach that they did last inning, where they're tracking in that ball, showing bunt, pulling back.
Lifted into foul territory.
Wolf underneath it just a little bit. That's exactly what Juarez is wanting with that rise ball. That's what you're hoping for. The hitters get underneath it and they're popping it up. That's what we're seeing here. So Wolf just needs to make an adjustment. Think about hitting the top half of the ball.
Down 0-2. Chased one upstairs. Just the 4th strikeout of the game.
What a great job by Juarez. Taking it up higher, so she had thrown a couple rise balls, Wolf fouling them off. And that's what you want to do. You want to start inching up a little bit higher, hoping for them to chase it, and that's exactly what happened.
Morgan Stock now at the plate. Stock hits that high into the air. But Roberts Brown is there to reel it in. 2 down.
At the plate for Papillion-LaVista, number 7, Alexa Taylor.
Alexa Taylor now at the plate. Hit sharply and going to find some green space up against the wall. Rounding first and into second is Alexa Taylor. So Taylor with a 2-out double.
Pitch is a little up in the zone. Taylor does a great job staying right in the center of that ball, driving it into the right field gap.
She is a freshman, as the student section is reminding you. Called strike, no balls, 1 strike, 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Monarchs have blown it open in the top of the 5th with 5 runs. That's hit sharply through the left side. Rounding third and coming home is Taylor, and she's in there. Throw down to second, not in time. And they add to the lead.
You're seeing there again that aggressive base running that the Monarchs have been doing all night. Outside pitch, she actually pulls this pitch a little bit. You see it's on the outside corner. She pulls it, but she gets it in the gap, and then aggressive base running there.
Second hit in as many innings for Maisie Carpenter. She singled back in the 5th as part of that rally where they put 5 on the board and then drives in a run here.
She's really had a great postseason. She had a 4-hit day against Lincoln East earlier in the tournament.
Have a change in the circle for the Mustangs. New pitcher is Jaden Picorni. Picorni just a freshman. .7-0 record, 1.09 ERA.
We'll also see a lot of rise ball out of Picorni as well. She has a changeup that she'll throw. And she has a little bit, coach talks about an unorthodox windup a little bit, and sometimes that throws some of the hitters off. So it will be interesting to see how the Monarchs respond to Picorni.
We are here at Connie Claussen Field in Omaha, along with Peaches James, Anna Bellinghausen, and the entire Nebraska Public Media Sports crew. I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us as it's a 7-2 lead for the Monarchs. It's the first time these championships have been back in Omaha in 17 years. Early rounds still being played in Hastings. They bring it back here to this beautiful facility for television and televised purposes. The first ever year these championships have been televised on Nebraska Public Media. Glad to bring them to you as well. Kind of ironic that, Todd Peterson, 17 years ago, he became the head coach. That was the last time they were played in Omaha. Here he is 17 years later, playing in the state championship game with his Monarchs, and they're leading 7-2.
Just a fun atmosphere. Well, I had the opportunity to go down to Hastings, my first time since it's been there, and just an amazing atmosphere there. But this has just been impressive out here. The crowd, the ability and the opportunity for this to be televised is just really exciting for these girls.
So Jaden Picorni now in the circle for the Mustangs. She deals first pitch strike to Morgan Bird. Maisie Carpenter at second base after the RBI single, then advanced to second on the throw. That's hit sharply right at Hayden Nelson. And that's the third out of the inning, but not before the Monarchs put one more run on the board. Papillion-LaVista on top. As we head to the bottom of the sixth, it is 7-2. Perennial powers, Papillion-LaVista.
Have you heard about FAFSA?
It's like a form you fill out. Fill it out and you get money for college.
Easiest way to get money for college, hands down.
FAFSA. It's a life hack.
It's your way in.
So you want to help me pay for college? I'm down.
Heck yeah.
Definitely. How is this not trending on all the things?
It took me like 30 minutes to fill out.
So easy.
How much am I gonna get?
This is a hidden gem. Fill out your FAFSA.
FAFSA.
Drink water, buckle up, fill out your FAFSA.
Wow, did we get a show here.
Wow, yeah, that was terrific. With the kill!
Dynamic swings, both teams, some big digs, pursuit of balls.
And a state championship for the Trojans.
Nebraska Public Media Sports presents NSAA State Volleyball Championships, Saturday, November 4th, starting at 9 a.m. Central and continuing throughout the day. Live streaming is available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the Nebraska Public Media app.
I want to welcome you back to Connie Claussen Field. If you'd like a DVD copy of these state high school championships, just call 1-800-868-1868, $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You will have these memories for a lifetime. That's hit deep into right. Readjusting is Jarzabski, who, check that is Morgan Stock out in right. Morgan Stock with the catch. It's Jarzabski who lifted that into right. Hayden Nelson now at the plate.
Wanted that pitch.
Yes, she did.
Right at the belt.
Oh, good pitch.
There's that change up that we know Jibelisco can throw very well.
1-1 from Jibelisco. Nelson watches in a bit.
Oh, she's hitting that inside corner well, just not getting the call there. But that's an opportunity to set up an outside pitch. Throwing it tight and inside will just set up that outside pitch.
Ranging out is Maisie Carpenter, and Carpenter pulls that in for out number 2. Now at the plate is Jay Swift, who had that blast of a homer back in the 4th inning to give the Mustangs the lead. Hits that one high into the air. Avery Wolf, plenty of time to camp underneath it for out number 3. The Mustangs down to their final 3 outs, down by 5 runs as we head to the final inning here in Omaha.
It was a moment of madness.
It was the sanest thing I've ever done.
You have only known him a week.
Looks like paradise. I'll never stop loving you.
Who I am or who I was.
Call me Annika.
It looks like you put up a fight.
I always get to the truth.
You can no longer sit by and say, this isn't my problem.
On Masterpiece.
Lads, Lieutenant Chase has decided to join us.
Grenade!
Stop treating death like one big joke.
I've lost enough mates to know it is one big joke.
I cannot hide what is inside me.
You aren't the first woman compelled by circumstance to hide their anger.
I understand you've been expecting me. You need to be more deceptive. And then, spring the trap.
Go, go!
World on Fire on Masterpiece.
Sunday night at 8 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Welcome back here to Omaha. Take a look at the game summary. Jim Olisco's been solid, 6-inning pitch, 5 strikeouts, no walks, but her offense has been outstanding. Avery Wolf, 2-run home run in the 5th. Presley Ivner, that double to score, and look at the crooked number in the 5th. That's been the difference. Change up outside corner. Connie is back out there for the top of the 7th for the Mustangs.
Connie doesn't throw quite as hard as Jada Juarez, but she gets a lot of mishits and strikeouts.
You saw Abby Beard scoop that one up at first. She has moved over to first base from second, and into the game at second base is Carly Steck. Those changes all coming when Connie came into pitch. Beard to first, Steck into the game at second, Connie into the circle. That is a shot into deep right. One hops the fence, and a stand-up double, or a trip-in double for Chloe Hamblin.
She's just so excited, I'm sure.
It's getting late, you know, the humidity a little bit. It's probably a little slick on that turf. Yeah, we're giving you the excuse, Chloe.
But this is exactly what you want to see. 7th inning, you're ahead. Doesn't matter. You're going out there like it's a 0-0 game, and you're going to still keep working and working and working to get hits and runs, and just continuing to give your team those insurance runs.
She goes in gracefully. When you've hit 18 home runs on the year, you can go into second base however you want. That's lifted over the head. Holds Hamblin for a second to make sure it falls. She rounds, comes home, and in there, and another run scored for the Monarchs. And they are walking away. Yep.
Yes, we have seen that all night with that base running. I love it. I love the aggressiveness on the bases that the Monarchs are having.
Here
it is. Yep, hit and run. Perfect. They've been doing that all night. The hit and run there. She's staying. Yep, they're just poking it in those gaps. Wow. Poking it right over shortstop, right over second base.
That is a shot through the left side. Or if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Wow, it is working well right now.
It's working really well for them. They are really seeing the ball. And that's what it's about. You know, they've faced Millard North twice this year, have fallen to them twice. So I'm sure they took a lot of look at the film and seeing where they're missing, what are they doing, and taking a different approach. And it's really been working for them tonight.
Tough to beat a good team 3 times, right?
It definitely is.
Millard North have won the first 2 between these two. They have 16 state championships. That's an all-class record. And looking for number 17 tonight. There is no program in the state that has been as dominant as the Monarchs in softball. Just look at this. The titles that run: 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 10 consecutive state championship. They took a break in 2005, thought, you know, let's let somebody else win it. And then they won it again in 2006 and 7. So in 13 years, 12 championships.
Yeah, just an amazing program. And
little flip over to first. And that's going to be the first out of the top of the 7th. Both runners advance, so the runners now at 2nd and 3rd as Bodis grounds out.
And even when they weren't the champions, 6 times they were runner-up. So they've been to the championship game many times.
From 95 until 2010, they didn't make the championship game 1 time.
It's just amazing, and it's amazing that they've kept that tradition up, kept that work. They just know, you know, what has come before them, and they've just continued and haven't stopped and just continued the grind. And Coach Peterson has done such a great job in his 17 years there as head coach.
Wasn't a great start to this season. They opened the year at 2-3, 2 wins, 3 losses, and Coach Peterson said, I really thought we were fragmented. Not that they didn't like each other, but you know, he's had teams in the past where they were all friends, did everything together. He said, that's not who this team is. But they sat down and had a conversation, and the girls decided to do this themselves, and they said, you know, we don't have to be best friends. We just have to play together and encourage each other when we're on the field. And it was that moment, that team meeting when they were 2-3 on the year, that really kind of brought this team together. And despite the 2 losses that they had to Millard North, just got a sense that Todd Peterson felt really confident of this team coming in here tonight against the Mustangs.
You know, absolutely, and that's just so important. It's so important. This is a team sport. We can't do it out there alone. We can't be out there as individuals. You really do have to lean on your teammates. You have to trust them. You have to bond with them. And yeah, it doesn't mean you necessarily have to be best friends. It doesn't hurt sometimes, but you don't have to be, but you do have to be their best friend when it's game time.
2-2 is the count. Peyton Holscher is at the plate for the Monarchs, looking for her first hit of the night with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Little slap to Holscher, rolled out there to Nelson. Nelson to first, not in time. And the single for Holscher scores a run.
Holscher just missed hits off the end of the bat there, but you got the speedy Monarchs. Holscher with the wheels there. Couldn't get an out.
You know, and we saw it when Chloe Hamblin went into 2nd base. We saw her begin to slow down and kind of stutter step and slip. Watch Peyton Holscher as she hits that, and then after the bag starts to slow down, whoop, it's the temperature beginning to drop. Condensation picks up on the field.
That's what it is.
The field does get slick. Another bunt right in front of the plate. Out at first, but the run scores.
Great play there by Ava Walters.
Really nice hustle by Walters to get out in front. And 3 in the top make it 10-2.
Great bunt there as well. Score the run. Ooh, it's close.
It was
One
close.
step. That she does a great job of, hit the helmet.
I think that did.
Oh, yeah.
Hit it in the box. That would be a foul ball. And I think they're going to bring the officiating crew in because Travis Unsiger certainly saw it. We just saw it on the replay as well. Now they're going to check the challenge. The problem is if none of the other officials saw it, it's not going to matter. The ball hit the helmet? I mean, it did. We saw it hit of Holscher. It's just, did they see it hit the helmet? And our home plate umpire says, nope, nobody saw it. Watch again. Oh, here's the play at first. Boy, that is bang, bang.
Sure is.
And here's the pops up, and you can see it hit. Even after it hits her helmet.
Yeah, it looks like it hits her
again.
again.
Yeah, you can see it spin. You can see the ball spin a little more after it hits, and she even tries to duck underneath it. Rolled in. Back to the top of the order now. Alexa Taylor is at the plate. Three runs in the inning to make it 10-2. Runner still at third in Peyton Holscher. That goes off the fist of Taylor. Plenty of time to make the out. One last opportunity upcoming for the Millard North Mustangs. They're going to need a big bottom of the seventh. Otherwise, the Monarchs are looking at their 17th state championship.
Live sports and documentaries are part of the valued services from Nebraska Public Media. Fans of high school and college sports have a great way to ensure these programs will continue. Join the Nebraska Public Media Sports Partners Club. This is your home for Husker Volleyball, Big Red Wrap-Up, and high school championships. Log on to nebraskapublicmedia.org/sportspartners and explore the benefits of joining. With your support, sports action will stay right here all year long. And thank you.
Hi, I'm Sarah Moulton, host of Sarah's Weeknight Meals. The title says it all. I'm here to give you answers about figuring out what's for dinner every night of the week. All the ingredients are right here in my pantry. If you want ideas for fantastic, tasty meals, join me on Create for a 10-episode back-to-back marathon of Sarah's Weeknight Meals. Now that is delicious binging. Next weekend on Create.
Papillion-LaVista went into the fifth inning trailing in the game. It was 2-1, and all of a sudden, the roof caved in on the Mustangs, and the Monarchs just got seeing eye single, and then started putting wood to the ball. It's funny how those couple of little bloop hits really got them going and led to that, and that was pounded by Avery Wolf out in a hurry. Her fourth home run of the season. 2-run shot. It was a 5-run inning in the fifth. They put up another crooked number in the seventh. And here we are, bottom of the last inning, 10-2. And Jim Belisco, who's had a terrific game, out there to close it out.
It's important for the Mustangs to really go up to bat, not worried about the score. It's not over until it's over. And so they really got to go up there, take their hats, stay aggressive, because they're a great hitting team. All of their hitters in the lineup are hitting over 300, all of them. So they have the ability, they have the power. It's just one pitch at a time, one hit at a time.
A great swing by Abby Beard, just chased it a little up, but really liked the swing of this freshman. She had the double back in the second inning, struck out in the fourth. And then she's a lefty, so the swing just looks better too. Did not chase that time. 2-2.
You know, I'm team athletic pitcher. You're team lefties, Larry.
Yeah. Great pitch, outside corner. Connor looking. Big strikeout to open up the bottom of the 7th. Backward K in the book. And that is strikeout.
A great pitch right there on the outside corner. Great job by Jabaliski.
6th strikeout of the night. 3 looking, make it 4 looking. 4 looking, 2 swinging. Good pitch there. Connie into hit also for Jada Juarez. She replaced Juarez in the lineup, and she's looked at 2 right down the pipe.
Yeah, great job by Jabaliski getting ahead, going right after these hitters. Getting 0-2. These Mustangs got to be a little bit more aggressive. Let's go out swinging. Give it your all out there. Look at that inside pitch. That would have been tough. Even if she had swung all the way, that would have been a tough pitch to hit. Jabalisco, excuse me, is just stone cold with her face right now. She's so intense, not even cracking a smile out there. She is just in the zone.
Kaylee Tanius, the senior outfielder, is going into the outfield on this final batter.
There we go. There's a little bit of a smile there. But she's doing her job, staying intense, no matter what the scoreboard is, how many outs. That's exactly what you want to do out there as a pitcher. You don't want to let up at all.
Clearly a nod here from Coach Todd Peterson to one of his seniors, Kaylee Tanius, who went into center field for Avery Wolf. And here is Tinley Campbell, the sophomore for the Mustangs.
Just a tad low.
Hit sharply, but foul and out of play. Monarch students section ready to go.
They've always brought a great crowd with them. I remember state tournament, I just loved it. You know, we had such great student body support. So much fun.
Upstairs, a little too high. 1 ball, they get 2 balls, 1 strike now. The 2-1. Outside corner, no. Just off the corner.
Good eyes there by Tinley Campbell, being patient, trying to get her pitch here.
We're right back to the same spot. Campbell fouls it off. Full count, 3-2.
And she's battling here. Campbell's not going to go down without a fight.
Jabalisco reaches behind for the rosin. Here's the 3-2. Upstairs and draws the walk. There's Tinley Campbell.
Great at bat there by Campbell. Taking pitches, fouling it off. drawing the walk.
We will have a pinch runner. Courtney Anthony, the sophomore, will go in to run for Tinley Campbell. Now at the plate, Kymia Roberts-Brown. There's Courtney Anthony.
Kymia Roberts, just a great athlete. Not only can she hit for power, she has 10 bunts for singles on the season, and she's really fast.
Infield playing way back. Want to do it, might not be a bad time. That is hit sharply into right center. It's going to be down. One hops the wall. Runner rounds third and will score. And Millard North has scored one in the bottom of the seventh. A rip by Kymia Roberts-Brown. Scores Tinley Campbell. Courtney Anthony, who was running for Tinley Campbell.
Pitch over the plate. She drives it into that right field gap. Stays back. Great piece of hitting there. Being aggressive. And that's what you want to do. That's what Millard North's got to do. They just got to chip away one run at a time. That's what you have to think. One run at a time. Don't think, oh, I got to get 7 more to tie the game. No, it's just one run at a time. Just chip away.
Here is Jaros. Takes the change up, left it up. Jablisco wants clarification on where the pitch was. Here is Jaros. Fouls it off. Jablisco trying to close it out.
Just missed low and in.
Hit sharply into center. Tanius is there, makes the catch. The senior sub makes the catch. And the Monarchs have won their 17th state championship.
Wow, that defense, the Monarch defense has been stellar. We see it again.
Todd Peterson, another state title. Great story too. Kylie Tanius, only 6 at-bats on the season, clearly hasn't played much. Coach puts her in for the final out as a senior. Probably one of those players who busts her tail in practice and always there for the team. Give her the chance, makes the grab to win the state championship.
That's something that's just going to stay with her for a lifetime.
This closed it out. Kaylee Tanius drifts back, makes the grab, and they win a state title. Another 17 medals and trophies are going to hand it out when we come back.
I think it's important for people to donate for Nebraska Public Media to continue to deliver the same high quality content that we have, especially on the sports side. We know how popular sports are in the state, and we know how sports hungry Nebraskans are. So to be able to donate to Nebraska Public Media allows us to continue producing the same high-level quality content that you've come to expect from us and that we hope to continue to provide for years to come.
Nebraska Public Media Sports presents Nebraska Volleyball. The Huskers host Northwestern University, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Gameplay begins at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday, November 8th on Nebraska Public Media.
My people in the Buffalo have a shared history together.
They were put on this earth to help us survive.
This is the Buffalo's last chance.
They've survived, we've survived. We both persisted.
Tonight at 9 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the NSAA Softball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Back here at Connie Claussen Field one final time as once again the Papillion-LaVista Monarchs are state champions. For medals and trophy presentations, let's go to Heath Kramer.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is pleased to present medals and trophies to both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Interim Executive Director Jennifer Schwartz and NSAA Board of Directors Thomas Lee from Omaha Westview and Dr. Nick Wemhoff from Fort Calhoun. Here are the awards for the Class A runner-up, Millard North High School. Head coach Travis Unziker, will you and your assistants please hand out the silver medals to the members of your team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Courtney Anthony. Number 4, Carly Steck. Number 6, Sarah Frazier. Number 7, Danny Ramirez. Number 8, Corey Christians. Number 9, Peyton Ryan. Number 12, Ellie Ridgely. Number 16, Sophia Hunt. Number 19, Jaden Picorni. Number 21, Georgia Barton. Number 11, Mallory Klausman. Number 14, Caitlin Jarzobski. Number 17, Hayden Nelson. Number 20, Jay Swift. Number 5, Abby Beard. Number 13, Jada Juarez. Number 18, Tenley Campbell. Number 3, Camilla Roberts. Number 15, Macy Jaros. And number 10, Ava Walters.
Great job.
And now here is the 2023 Class A runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Millard North High School. And now, to the champions, the Monarchs of Papillion-LaVista High School. First head coach, Todd Peterson, we have a special award for you. Now, Coach, would you and your assistants hand out the gold medals to your championship team members? Players, come forward as your name is called to receive your medal. Number 4, Kaylee Tanvis. Number 5, Bella Areola. Number 11, Corinne Estelle.
Oh, yeah.
Number 12, Reese Haberer.
Yep. How about that, kid? Let's go!
Number 13, Macy Butcher. Number 14, Bella Meyer-Koenig. Number 15, Kaylee Huffman. Number 18, Taylor Schalmer. Number 19, Carly Bertolmi. Number 20, Bella Jaros. Number 22, Holiday Kirk. Number 7, Alexa Taylor. Number 6, Maisie Carpenter. Number 1, Morgan Bird. Number 16, Chloe Hamblin. Number 8, Presley Eivner. Number 3, Avery Wolf. Number 17, Kamira Bodis. Number 2, Peyton Holscher.
Come on, you should be used to this.
Number 21, Morgan Stock.
Oh, yeah.
Number 10, Amanda Jabalisco. And now for these outstanding athletes in their school, here's the 2023 Class A NSAA State Softball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Papillion-LaVista High School.
Number 17 for the Monarchs of Papillion-LaVista. They are the dominant program in Class A, another state softball championship. Heading back to the trophy case. When we come back, we'll hear from them. Stay with us on Nebraska Public Media.
There's a place in the middle of America where the heart of the country beats. Where the land is wide and the evening sky burns golden red. Where the bluffs run to meet an ocean of grass. This is where technology intertwines with tradition. And here in the middle of America, we see everything that makes this place special. Like you. We continue to explore new frontiers. Here, there are no limits. We take you everywhere you want to be. And we listen to what you have to say. This is Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the NSAA Softball Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
The Monarchs are champions once again, 10-3 the final score. Coach, this team came out of the losers bracket in the state tournament. How proud are you right now?
Very proud. I mean, they played their hearts out. You know, we had a bunch of seniors step up and our pitching and everything, just all the way across the board. And then just their determination, their hard work, it just showed at the very end. They just kept coming on. So it's great to see.
Yeah, a complete team win. This squad played fearless. What can you say about that?
Yeah, they definitely played fearless. I mean, they stayed composed and they were confident and they were always concentrating during the game, especially in tough moments and things like that. And then to bounce back against a great Millard North team last, at state out there and to come back tonight, I mean, that's just special. So.
And your junior on the mound, Amanda, what can you say about her and her performance?
Yeah, it was amazing. She pitched a great game. And, and both those pitchers, her and Carly, have pitched. They've been money for us all year. But Jibby just turned it on today, and it was great to see. So she had a great outing tonight, so that was awesome.
Coach, congrats on another one. We'll bring in that ace, Amanda Jibelisco. Amanda, congratulations on the win. What was that mindset in the circle today?
Just do it for my team. I just had to throw my pitch. I knew that my team had my back, and that's it.
This team lost to Millard North twice this year, but you get them when it counts. How much confidence did you come in with that you guys could do it?
I had so much confidence in my team. We practiced all year for this, and we were ready for it.
And how about those bats behind you as well? How much did that help?
Oh, that was so good. I was so proud of my team for that. That really helped us.
Congrats on the win. Go enjoy it. We'll bring in now Avery Wolf. You had the 2-run shot in that 5th inning, just kind of blew the game wide open. What was so special about that 5th inning?
Right before we went in, they had just scored one, and I told the team, I said, they score one and we score more, and we did. I'm so proud of my team and the way that even when we face adversity, we just get back on our grind and we shut them down.
First title since 2020. What's made this year so special?
This year is so special because our team as a whole, even in the team, we kind of did face some adversity just by ourselves, but we overcame that. And I think it's so special because not a lot of teams can do that. Not a lot of teams can go through what we went through. And I'm just so proud of all of us. And we won as a team. It wasn't just one person working.
Avery, congrats on the win. Go enjoy it.
Thank you.
Another state championship for the Monarchs. Maybe one that wasn't expected coming into this year, right? I mean, and even maybe coming into the state tournament, right? They lose to Millard North early in the tournament, drop into the losers bracket, have to battle their way through. Most would have thought that, maybe Millard North with this young firepower might have been the favorite here tonight, but boy, did they play well.
Wow, they did play well. And yeah, they were kind of the underdogs.
Yeah.
They just really played great. They blasted the ball, finding the gaps, finding the holes, all throughout the lineup.
They had that bloop, and then they had this sac fly in the middle of a 5-run 5th inning, and then they really started putting the rope on it, right? Looks like frozen ropes here. And that one was a no-doubter 2-run homer to put a cap on that 5-run 5th inning. At that point, it was 6-2, and there was no looking back after that. They go on to win it 10-3, and you mentioned Jibelisco and how good she was in the circle.
She was excellent in the circle today. Getting a lot of strikes, throwing in her changeup, trusting her defense. You see there, just strike after strike after strike. Just a great day.
And that was to close it out for the state championship. 17th in program history. Well, it's been a fantastic day. I want to thank everyone who's been watching us throughout the day or maybe just joined for a game or two. Our pleasure to bring you the first ever NSAA softball championships on Nebraska Public Media. They moved it back here to Omaha, rearranged the format so we could have our one-game format for a state championship and really honor what these ladies do on television, give them some more very deserved exposure. Those are your champions, and there is your Class A champion. What a day.
what an exciting day. Just all the way up, starting with Class C, you had the pitchers duel going on. Then you get to the Class B championship, and that's just back and forth. You had the offensive duel, and then here's kind of combination. You had great hitting, great pitching, just an all-around great day, Larry.
Peaches, your first day ever on TV, your first event.
Yes.
Great job. Outstanding.
Thank you. I'm not sure if I was more nervous being in the state tournament or being up here as the analyst.
You did an outstanding job, Peaches. Thanks for joining us. That is Peaches James for Anna Bellinghausen, for our entire Nebraska Public Media sports crew who was here bright and early this morning getting everything set up to bring you these championships. Want to say thank you so much. I'm Larry Putney. We appreciate you being with us here in Omaha. We'll see you next time right back here on your home for sports, Nebraska Public Media.